Tyler, what shirt do you have on today? Lothier?
Is that Justin Bieber?
It's 10th
Oh,
year anniversary.
10th year. I thought it was an L.
It's Zach
Like
Myers.
Loth?
Oh,
Memorial Day
It's a
shirt.
Zach
Oh, it
Myers
is
shirt
Zach
for-
Myers.
okay.
I
Yeah,
figure we got the Memorial Day coming up, so I would wear
Nice.
our closest memorial.
Damn. What year?
Now I feel bad for
Oh
saying.
09.
2009.
Oh, 09. Yeah, I remember that still. Went to that funeral and
remember-
everything. Like, that was nuts. Or that
Where-
memorial service in Sunbury.
Yeah.
Where? I'll ask the question. Where were you when you heard the news?
I'm pretty sure you told me.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure
I was
you
at
told
home.
I
me.
think Kevin told me.
I was at
didn't know
home
the
because
guy.
Grant called me crying that night when he found out. As soon as he found out, he called me.
Yeah, I didn't know the guy.
And I think I probably told Tyler right after that.
Yeah,
Because I was in
I was down living down in Tennessee.
September 9th or
Yeah. Yep.
was it September 9th?
Yep.
And then we went out to the
Or,
bar.
8th. Well, 8th is
Eighth.
when it happened, but 9th.
Then we went to B-Dubs like the next day and just got fucking shit faced. That was the day I puked in the urinal.
Oh,
B-Dubs at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Story behind that too.
Flushed it a couple times.
Yeah.
Because
you might have
back
hosed it.
then we knew everybody that worked at B-Dubs. You know, we went to high school with all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And Grant and I and Chris Kemper ended up joining us too for a little bit. Grant was buying shot after shot after shot. We had like 10 shots.
That'll do it.
And I had to puke. And it like we were the only ones in there at the time. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And like there was nobody else in there. And I went to the bathroom and there was somebody in the one stall. Nobody in the place, but there's somebody in the stall. And like by the time, like you know it's coming. By the time you get in the bathroom, like it's coming.
Yeah.
Like whether you want it to or not.
Mm.
And yeah, I puked all up in the urinal. And then I gave I'm not gonna name names, but I knew who it was. The bartender. The bartenders have to clean the toilets, supposedly.
Gave him an extra little tip.
And
like,
I knew the
sorry.
bartender. I gave her all the money that was in my wallet. I was like, I'm so sorry.
It wasn't my cousin. at
Well, the
time.
money in your wallet.
No,
Probably forgot there was 100 in there. It's like, oh,
no, it was only like $20.
Oh, at least it was that. I was thinking like, here's $3.
was 20 or 40.
That's all I had.
Yeah,
in my-
no, it was. I tip well.
Apologize.
I used to tip a lot better, but yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm so
well.
sorry. Like I felt like shit.
Literally, you felt like shit. You're puking.
Actually, after I puked, I think we took a couple more shots.
puking in the
Oh.
pisser.
You're feeling better then.
Yeah,
And
I'm pretty sure I
reloaded.
came back to the table and Grant had more shots.
Oh,
I'm surprised they didn't cut us off.
dude, I was like on TV lately is like the Jersey Shore shit still comes back on, and like those guys are like late 30s now, still going
Mhm.
hard. I'm like,
Oh.
God, I couldn't like
Some of them do. We still watch it.
how. I mean, but they go like
still
every
watch
day.
it.
They still partying. I mean, shit, man. One
gonna
time I
catch
get
up with
hammered,
them.
I'm like done for the week.
It's gonna catch up with them. I
Yeah.
mean, you get a
Well, if you've never
Tolerance.
stopped,
yeah, you get a tolerance for it, but
Yeah, I guess.
it's gonna catch up with them one day. They're all gonna have problems when they get older. We can only hope.
yeah.
What's the new Snooki? Does Snooki have a new show now? Like
Snooki
she
has
did
a
while
show?
ago, didn't she?
No,
she
I don't
used
know.
to.
Oh, right.
Her and
Long
JWoww
time
had
ago.
had a show together, but it only lasted like a season or two.
Dude, the Jersey
But then they
Shore
brought
used to,
everybody back.
used to be the shit back in the day. Like that was like really popular.
I
really
liked
fast.
Real World better. I like
yeah, did
Real
too.
World and like Big Brother and like shit like that.
Road Rules actually. that's
Road
even-
Rules was good.
That was sweet. That's when they did all the like
I like
stunts and
Road
shit,
Rules.
and then it just came to the challenge. But yeah, all those good games.
I
Speaking
still
of
watch
those,
the challenge every season. Every season.
every season.
Every season. I've seen all of them.
Well, so I did find out. Remember the Legends of the Hidden Temple
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
coming back as
Mhm.
adult, like for adults.
It
It's
is.
gonna be on
Yeah,
It's gonna be on Netflix, I think, isn't it? It's gonna be
it
Netflix
said
show?
CW when I saw it.
If they had the same voice for the fucking
Omeg?
totem guy, Omeg, yes. Just classic voice.
right? Like all of it.
You are entering the dungeon. Here's
Like,
your
I
task.
bet they do.
That used
I
to
bet
scare
they
the
do.
shit out of me. Like those guys, like I don't even know what they were called. They like would grab you and like the little obstacle
Yeah,
course
the
thing.
maze they had. Yeah.
I'd fucking be swinging on one of them. Like
Oh, I
they pop
know.
out of nowhere. Like, "Ah."
Wasn't it as soon as they touched you or whatever, then you were out?
I don't know. They like grabbed them and you see them like disappear in the dark. I don't know.
There's probably a reason that show ended. We don't know about it.
Jesus.
Fucking too many grabbings.
It all got me too. And they're all little
Right, yeah.
kids too.
Right.
Some sexual assault
Section.
content.
We didn't know who was in those outfits. Could have been the janitor at Nickelodeon.
jeez.
Fucking gagged him out before.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
All right.
because there was a producer, director, or something from Nickelodeon that had a bunch of sexual assault charges. on
Really?
here recently. Yeah, I can't remember. He did a lot of like those, a lot of those kids shows. Dan Schneider, I think was his name,
Dan Schneider.
because he did like iCarly, and he was
Ooh.
accused of like inappropriately, like touching. He was just a
iCarly?
creep.
Wasn't that Disney? Was that Disney? iCarly?
No, that was Nickelodeon. Which that's
Was
coming
it?
back too. They're bringing that. They're bringing that fucking everything back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kylie told me today they're bringing back Gossip Girl. Woo! A reboot.
You're gonna watch it.
Yay!
Yeah, don't
Got to watch the
You're
whole
gonna watch
fucking
it.
thing in misery. Actually, no, it wasn't a bad show. Wasn't a bad
See?
show.
Yep.
Wasn't a bad
Yeah,
show
watch it
That's
all.
what I thought.
you know, Blake Lively is not too bad, but other than that, I don't know.
Mhm. Mike's like, I can't wait. You got to record it already.
Hey, one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies is Sex and the City movie. I love that movie. I don't know why. I don't like the show, but I like the movie. The movie was good. And Mean Girls was good too.
There was 2 movies.
There of Sex and the City?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the second one.
Wow.
Kylie.
Oh, Jesus. All right, we're gonna start the podcast right there off that one. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
so I
Mike
hope that
for
makes
that.
it in.
Oh yeah, that's for sure staying in.
That should be the title.
What?
Mike and
Mike-
Sex in the City.
Yep.
Mike in the
Mike's
City.
favorite movie.
Sex and the Mikey.
Sex
Oh
and the
jeez.
Welcome to the Sea Archers podcast. I don't know how to say it.
Say it. Good job.
This is the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
More like the world's okayest podcast.
All right, what's up, everybody? Sea Average Podcast, episode 48.
8.
I mean, we're getting up there, almost to the big 5-0. Just got something special for that. Can't wait for that one. Today, myself, Kris Webb, Tyler Thomas, Kevin Sawyer, and the Mikey Scheid, who loves his Sex in the City. I can't believe that's one of your favorite movies.
It's not bad, man. Take a gander. Watch it with your wife. Might get laid afterwards. should we feel a little horny after? Like, hey.
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be worth it. Sit through that shit show of a show. Oh,
You might have another kid, so I don't know.
hey, June 11th is coming on fast. Can't come soon enough.
Right.
That's only the consultation too. But
Kevin had his time.
oh yeah, I don't know. He's gonna give me the recommendation. He get a referral. He gets like $10 off his next one.
$10 off.
Is that when you get in the old snippies?
My June 11th. That's just my consultation. So I'm hoping it's like next day, or that day. I like to just go in there and consultation. Like, are we good? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and
Let's do
make
it.
this happen right now.
Dude, that's
Let's
one
hurry
of the
this
most
up.
ridiculous
Give me the
things too. You have
gas.
to have a consultation.
Right? What's he gonna do? Look at my
before you get
balls?
Snip. Mm-hmm.
and make sure they can. Okay, yep, you got some.
I'm
You
gonna
got some,
make you
got
sweat it out a little
Yep,
bit.
there-
Make sure you really want to
2,
do
okay.
it.
1, 2. Yep, they're both there. Okay, we can do this. Yeah, we can go ahead and do it.
1,
That's the
2,
crazy thing, too,
and
like,
3.
I remember I had a buddy of mine. His wife got a hysterectomy after, I think he might have even been deployed at the time, but they wouldn't do it without his permission.
Mm.
It's like
But,
fucking
like-
tree law.
I don't know. Like that,
They
that
drug
kinda
him
blew
up.
my mind.
Like,
Like,
good buddy.
like when I got my
Yeah.
vasectomy, they didn't like I wasn't even married at the time. They didn't ask, like if my wife was cool with it or nothing.
How much is it? How much you get? How much you pay for it?
It's secret ops.
I
You
ended
never
up
know
having to
some
pay
people.
like I ended up having to pay like $500, I think, total.
Oh, yeah. No, that.
That ain't
Hey,
bad.
man, you give us $500, we ain't gotta say shit to your wife. Done.
Right.
Here you
Well,
go.
she was there.
Is
She
it the
was
back
there.
of a tattoo parlor.
No, it was at Grady. It was at the hospital.
Hey man, you can get a tattoo and with snip your nuts.
I don't
Same here.
recommend
Won't-
having your
won't feel
wife
a
in there
thing.
when you do it.
Your wife was watching?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That would be well, I mean, did you watch her pushing out a baby? Maybe she wanted some
Twice.
revenge. Okay, so she's
Well,
like,
I
"I'm
didn't watch the
definitely
second one.
watching this
I learned from the first one not to watch the second one.
So, so do they have you shave your balls before the surgery, or do they shave them?
happen."
Do it yourself.
Valid
I
question.
do my. That is. I
do it
I was
yourself?
actually need to take notes.
It'd be like a last meal type situation with me. I'd
I
get
think they
like
used
the
to- they used to
sharpest
do it.
fucking razor.
They used
Get
to
like
do
the
it.
best cream.
now you do it
just like
yourself.
sit there and shave that shit like perfectly, like a fucking barber. Like get a hot towel and massage them.
You play
That's the
some,
extra
like,
treatment.
some
Going
fucking-
out,
some
buddy.
violin music when you're
Kylie's playing her saxophone
awkward.
next to
It's
me.
super awkward, but-
Oh yeah. You got another dude just sitting there, ready to
Putting
go.
holes in your ball sack.
Have you
on your bu-
ever thought about
you-
the people that touch like private areas, like doing surgeries and stuff? Like, I'm sure Casey has dealt with it, and your wife Tyler. But like, could you imagine? Like,
Casey's-
look at his dick.
They both work
Like,
with
you don't
babies.
think any of them
Yeah,
have little
well,
jokes they go home with? Like, you should
They
have
all
seen
have
the
little
freckle on
dicks.
his balls.
Well, Casey's a nurse at the labor and delivery, so she's all up in vaginas all day.
Oh damn!
She's seen them all.
Oh man.
She's seen some bad ones. She's like
seen
it's
some bad ones.
So bad.
it's like ugh.
Is there a baby in there?
Ugh.
You get the flashlight out.
Right?
I'm gonna need 3 masks.
You can see this. Oh, gross. So Kevin took me on a date today. I even put out for him. We went to Top Golf.
I've golfed it.
Sensual.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, it was consensual.
Smack.
Yeah,
who
We
won?
just smacked our balls around.
just a little
Who
bit.
won?
This
Chris
guy
did.
Chris won.
smoked his ass.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys
Slap.
play games or just like longest drive?
We played some games.
Oh,
A little bit of everything.
Private VIP room. Tickle each other's.
No, we had
balls?
a
no.
we had to fucking wait an hour.
That
to
was
get a
longer than an hour.
little
Yeah,
bit.
it took a while.
Got some food. It was fun.
Took a while. Got some food.
Try to
Okay.
try to Happy Gilmore it, and I about took the guy next to me, his back of his kneecaps off. Got on video. It's kind of funny. I'll put it up there.
Got it on video.
It was but like it hit the little like machine that puts the ball out.
Boop.
Oh,
He
yeah,
hit it.
about-
It bounced right the fuck off that thing.
if that thing wasn't there, the guy's
Not a
kneecaps would have been
chance.
gone.
Wow.
Yeah. That was
Speaking
pretty
One
funny.
thing
I got it
better
on
would have
video.
been you falling in the net.
So I was telling Kevin this. Mikey, you were there for Ian's bachelor party. Remember Ian? So we are at the very far left bay at Top Golf. And if you know what it is, it's a driving range that like, it's like a bowling alley driving range. There are lights and all the shit basically put it out there. Anyways, the very far left side at the very top. And we're all smashed, hammered playing golf or hitting the ball, whatever. Well, Ian, like, Ian is the type of person that is good at every fucking sport. It seems like this guy can crush the ball 700 yards and without batting an eye. Well, his one, he was so drunk that he like hit the ball and it sliced so bad it went up and went back down into the bottom part of the far right side of the place. It went do. Like you see it, we're like, oh shit, like back out. And those balls,
Like you're on a balcony in a hotel and
like
something falls off. You're like, get back.
yeah,
Not
exactly.
gonna know it was us.
Yeah, we wouldn't think, except those balls know exactly who hit it. And when you do top golf, he knows exactly who hit that ball. And nothing happened, thankfully, but like it was funny to see the ball go slice, and we were like, "Oh no!" and it just bounced up on the fucking bed. Right in front of people, like, "Oh, get back!" And then he also broke a club that same day.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. That was the one in Cincinnati. Yep.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
remember that one.
It's a good time.
I've bounced it off the roof before. Hit it like directly above you. Just a dunk.
I kept trying to hit the guy in the golf cart. I would go around and click the balls.
Didn't you take your wife, or Kevin?
Close. Yeah, we go there. We've been there a few times.
Yeah, she beat you.
I go a lot. I try to.
Does she
Yeah.
beat you at all?
She can hit the ball fairly straight. I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Stop.
unfair.
I always curve it.
I always just try to hit.
Yeah.
I just try to hit too
suck
hard.
ass.
I grip and rip.
always
That's
slice
my
right.
Yep.
policy, and it doesn't
Hit
go
it as
fucking
hard as you can. Wherever it goes, it's going.
I hope you guys hit your shot better than I hit mine.
You guys might want to duck. It could possibly hit you. No, I apologize. Speaking of hitting, so the other day, you guys all came into my son's birthday party, and one of the gifts. I'll tell you about. I got two stories about this. One of the gifts my dad got him was like a bunch of wiffle balls because he loves playing baseball. And so one day I was outside with them, and they're all doing something else, jump trampoline, and I was bored. And I was like, it's been a while. I used to pitch. Let me see how if I still got it. So I got all the balls we have. We have wiffle balls. We have like the foam Nerf balls. Like it was all pretty soft stuff. It wasn't like actual baseball. But so I stand back. I count out 60 feet from them and see how I can do it. And I was throwing as hard as I can. I've set up a chair. That's my strike zone, whatever. And I was winging them in there. I was like, all right, feeling pretty good. Casey goes, you think I can hit you? I'm like, I looked at her like, no. No, you can't hit me. And she's like, I feel kind of a little disrespected. I used to play softball. I'm like, you're not gonna hit me. So okay, fine. She goes in the garage, grabs a t-ball bat, and comes back out. She's like, let's see if we can. I'm like, babe, look, I have not pitched against somebody in about 10 plus years. I don't want to hit you. That's the last thing I want to do is I don't want to hit you. It's like, if you're a pitcher, you can throw strikes, right? I'm like, all right. I'm not trying to hit you. Like it's again,
This night could go very good or very bad.
Variables going on. These aren't baseballs. This is the wiffle balls. This one's like
They're bound to curve at any
like I said, they could curve. Again, I say I gave her a fair warning, and she's like, just throw the ball. I'm like, all right. So I grab it was a Nerf ball. It was like a Nerf softball, baseball, whatever.
They're right in the face.
It wasn't even like I do as hard as I could. Rock back, do my motion. I threw as hard as I could, and that son bitch curved. Bow right in the face.
Oh my god! Oh no! No, you did not.
She didn't even turn her head or anything like you're supposed to. She backed up, and it came in, hit her right square to the nose. I was like, oh god, and I'm running over, I'm sorry. I told you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. She's pissed off. I did it. I told you, it wasn't on purpose. It's not a regular baseball. It's misshapen. It's going to curve. You're a pitcher. You should know how to control it.
What?
Right. So I didn't throw any more of those balls. But thankfully it was like a Nerf, so it was soft enough that it didn't hurt or anything like that. But it was still hit her in the face with a baseball. So then after that, I just threw just the wiffle balls, and she didn't. She fouled a couple off, but
Oh, she continued?
yeah, she continued after that. She was
Damn.
determined now after that. After
That's
striking in the face, she was determined to
Right,
fucking rip it back at me.
You didn't record this?
Surprised
No,
she
I didn't.
beat you in your
Ah.
sleep.
Yeah. So that was fun. I had to hear about that. And
I bet.
then
Here
I-
comes the heat.
You,
I know,
you
right?
hit her in the face and she still didn't complain as much as LeBron James does.
that's very true. That's
Right.
very true. And then I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna send it to you guys. I'll put the picture up here on. I'm gonna edit everything too. Then so we got him a box of my son, a 4-year-old, a box of animal toys. Right, they're all animals, little figurines. He likes to play with animals, different from like zebras to lions, tigers, all that fun stuff. So he was playing with it, and we just happened to like look down and like this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you a picture of it, and then I'm gonna post it up here, like I said during the podcast. But I just sent it to you guys. Look at this picture of these animals, and check your phones. Go ahead and zoom in on that picture if you see it. Tell me, what do you see different about those animals? You get it?
Even
I
the
just got it.
rhino.
The rhino. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, they
You
all
know?
have balls.
Yeah.
And
What the
dick.
fuck?
They have a dick and balls.
They
all
all have a
these
dick
animals.
and balls? What? This is from where, Meyer?
I don't know. I don't know where my wife got them, but yeah, like
What the fuck?
I'm gonna put it up here. These
That
little toy
tiger's
animals,
fu-
they all
That fucking tiger is hilarious.
They're really forcing some gender shit now. Oh my god. It's fucking
these little toy animals. all have a
Buffalo's
dick
hung
and
as
balls on it.
shit.
Buffalo has the biggest sack I've ever seen. That thing, I was in tears when I saw this.
You
And then
need to
the
find.
rhino-
You need to find where she bought them from, and then go to that comment section on the thing and see what people are writing. Because I'm sure there's a ton of great comments on them.
Yeah, I mean that rhino has just a big old dick, no balls.
It looks uncircumcised as well.
I think they castrated the wrong thing.
And then the
They took his penis, not his balls. He's fucking pissed.
The buffalo, it doesn't have any dick. This has all balls, man. That thing is hanging.
Is this why they have consultations?
Like, somebody, there's got to be somebody in like the warehouse who
You
made
gotta know
these
how
and
much
was
stitching
dying
we
laughing.
need.
Dude's like, dude, look, I put giant testicles on this fucking lion right here. Look at this, dude. That's awesome. Give one just a big dick.
That's
Gosh.
how Nip Tuck was created.
That's a children's toy, a kid's toy.
We
For
call
like
that tip tuck.
4-year-olds. Oh, I was in tears when I saw that.
Wow.
Oh.
I can't believe they do that.
That's great.
There's a lot of there's been a bunch of toys that like
Ugh.
seem to sneak those in, those little sub things.
Yeah, but you know those kind of toys that you see like on the Meyer shelf? Do they have like dinosaurs with dicks and shit like that? Like a stegosaurus with a
Hey,
stegopenis?
If it was this, the same company who made this, maybe.
Stega penis.
He's got a 40 million years ago. He had a mega penis with spikes.
Got a big old Tyrannosaurus cock.
Right.
Text a penis.
What are we teaching our kids?
Hey man, it's biology.
Apparently.
Oh fuck. Stegopenis. That might be the title of the episode. Oh my god. So yeah, that was part of my week. Just finding those between smacking my face or smacking my wife's face with the
You even put like a nice
Stegopenis.
frame around it and
Stegopenis.
everything. Like,
Well, I didn't want to
nice framing work, like, perfectly
Wow.
cropped.
I did. I zoomed in on everything and I sent you guys the picture. I didn't want to send them all like 4 in a row. I was like, fuck it, let's put them all in the same thing, and I made it. I'm an editor now, Mikey. Come on,
I
now.
see this. Yeah, that was nice editing. A lot of fucking nutsack.
Nice stacking balls there.
That's a nice sack and balls you got there, buddy. Oh.
Stacking ball diagrams. That's my specialty now.
What's up, everybody? I just want to interrupt the show real quick and let you guys know we have our first sponsor. It is villain.com. That's V, the number 1, LLAIN.com. That's V, the number 1, LLAIN.com. If you're a nerd or a dad like all of us here on the show and love the old school cartoons and superheroes, then go ahead and check out villain.com. It's a local clothing company out of our beautiful city of Columbus, Ohio, that works with aspiring and up-and-coming artists. They have everything from shirts to pillows to hats to skateboards. The cool thing about it is, along with each artist, each getting a commission on sales, they also donate 5% of the proceeds to creationsforcures.org. That's creationsforcures.org. Also, if you use our promo code AVERAGE at checkout, that's AVERAGE, you get 15% off your total purchase. We just want to make kids feel like the superheroes they are and help raise awareness and money for the childhood issues and illnesses. Now, back to the show. Oh man, that's funny. So, got a new job, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's up?
Whoop,
I
whoop.
had to kind of get everybody download what happened. I got fired last week for no reason, so that was fun. Literally, got fired via email, and no one told me why. So that was always great stuff there. But had a couple interviews this week, which, dude, interviews suck. I'm not gonna lie, like those are not fun. So for you, I think Tyler, you work for yourself now. You don't have to worry about that. But had a couple interviews. Had a interview this week, back on Monday. This one place, everything's good there. They offered me some money, and they were nice. But I knew I had a second interview coming up on Thursday, and they're like wanting me to hire on right then and there. I'm like, I gotta talk to my wife first, like knowing I have another interview, and so like the next day they call me again, like, did you talk to your wife yet? We're like, she works night shift, and I haven't talked to her yet. I'll get back to you in this week. Okay. So then like Thursday, I got another interview, which I like this place a lot. And I was really hoping like they would hire me. And like, oh, we'll give you we'll tell you in a week. Like, we'll call you back and let you know what happened in a week. I'm like, a week? Like, fuck. So there's other places like asking me like like,
you start
They're gonna be
today?
calling you like
now.
fucking Lester on GTA.
You're cleared.
right?
You're cleared.
Leave me alone, Lester.
Oh fuck. So like, yeah, like I'm sitting here thinking like, what the fuck do I do? Do I go ahead and risk it and say, tell a company like I'm gonna go with this company, not knowing that they haven't even hired me yet, or do I tell them yes and then like what the other place tells me yes too? Do I say fuck you guys and then leave them again? Or so I kind of sat there and waited. I was gonna wait until like Friday to make some sort of a decision. And luckily the place I interviewed on Thursday called me the same day and was like, hey, yeah, you got the job. I'm like, fuck yes. So then out there and got me a new job. I started on Tuesday.
But yeah.
Yay.
See, in
What is
that situation, just tell them, because I don't know if you told me, you were recently fired for no reason.
I didn't tell a second. I told the first person. The first one's new because the place I got fired from, a guy I worked with hooked me up. He's like, hey, I know this. I know that was. He's like, the even guy who like hooked me up. He's like, dude, that was a real shitty way of how they did it. Should have never done it that way. It's very unprofessional. I'm help you out and like check this place out. And I took that place out and he told them the story, and they were like, were wanting to give me right then and there and give me the job. But
Nice.
yeah, sorry, Kevin, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, just tell them that you got to give your current employer a 2-week notice or something, and
Yeah,
that'll give you some time to
Didn't quite work out.
figure it out. Yeah.
yeah. Being, I don't know, the whole very unprofessional of being fired via email, and then I called the boss guy, and he is like, "It is what it is." Like, what the fuck's that even mean? Like, how do you not give me anything? Like, it's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I I could
Thanks
have
for fucking up my livelihood, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I probably could have sued him for what is it called unorthodox
There's laws
or
and
what
shit.
is
I
it-
don't
what is it-
know.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
pretty
called-
sure
I don't
Ohio's.
honestly. I don't think there
Ohio-
is in Ohio though.
No,
Oh,
Ohio
really?
can fire
So
you for whatever reason they
I even
want.
said
They
I
don't
even
even
told
have to
Caitlin
give
about
you a
that.
reason. They can
You know,
just
when
say
she
you're unfit.
yeah
Bye.
she hires people and fires
Yep.
people, and she even said that there's really nothing you can do.
There's no law.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Even in their fucking little handbook they gave me, it said I had.
But she did say
what
you should have been able to file for unemployment even though you were fired
I did.
since you were fired for not breaking company policy.
Yeah, it was stupid. They didn't give me, like I said, they didn't give me no reason. That's
Like,
why
you
I
didn't
filed for
steal,
unemployment.
you didn't, you weren't fired for being late. You didn't break any of the rules. They just
Look,
fired you. So
right. The
you should
reason
have
I
been able to
got
collect unemployment at their, they'd have to pay for it.
yeah, it's like the reason I think I got fired. No one really. I still, like I said, they have no official reasoning of why it happened. But the week prior, I did. The guy I was working with, he's not even my boss. He's like he's this dude I've been working with, and he's constantly just talks down to me. He was harassing me multiple times of like he knows his shit, and he knows his shit because he's like been there for fucking 7-8 years, something like that. I've been there only a year and a half, and he like would laugh at me if I didn't like get something right. He'd like literally just talk down to me, and I fucking got fed up at one time, and it's like, look, man, I don't appreciate you talking down to me. We need to get this shit cleared up because I'm not gonna keep doing this. And he kept going, okay, buddy, and give me the whole, kept talking down to me again. And I'm like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, why are you? I was never a dick once to anybody there. You're gonna go ahead and be a dick. I finally stood up for myself. He got mad and talked to the boss man because they're like this, I guess, and gone. So,
Shouldn't
but
be like that.
right, and then I got fired via email, not a phone call, not a talking to,
Right.
via email. I was like,
Well, you know what?
professional thing I've ever
Working for somebody like that anyway is not a
Right.
good situation. So on
Yeah,
to better
sure.
things.
on. Yeah, for sure. This new place got like a golf simulator and shit, like in the employee lounge and
Oh,
ping pong table. I'm like, yup, let's do it. I'm ready.
I got a raise.
Right? I'm gonna smoke everybody in here in ping pong. Like,
Shit,
hey, let's
send them
just do
pictures of your old job, bitch.
Right.
So what's this
Are
new
you playing
job?
golf on lunch? Nope.
it. Right. I know. This new job is a place called Genesis. I don't know what if I didn't want to say much about it, but it's still doing the same stuff. Fire and security, not security, but mostly just fire systems. I'll be inspecting and do all that fun stuff again, but better company, get more money. So I mean, hey, I'm all for it. Kind of, like I said,
There
all
you
worked
go.
out in the end, so that's cool. But I'm also doing this as a side job, guys. I'm starting to. Editing my nephew's putting up a highlight reel for that.
Ooh.
It's been so much. I'm like learning more and more of like, because he's doing baseball, and I finally like kind of got it started going. Found a song I wanted for it, and throwing in his highlights and like learning editing and stuff like that all on my own, like all on my own, like YouTube and shit, helping me out a lot. But that's fun. It's gonna be sweet when I
yeah.
get it finished. I'm pretty excited about it.
Throw a clip in.
Like I said, once I get it done, I'll probably post it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll put on C Average's stuff, but I think I'm gonna make my own production company. Uncle Bub
Oh, yeah.
Productions. That's what my nephews call me.
Bub. Ooh.
It's kind of cool, right?
Uncle Bubs.
Uncle Bub's
I
I like-
Productions.
it's got a nice tone to it.
I can make it happen.
Yeah.
So someone else takes it. No one fucking take my idea.
Right.
Mine.
I jotted this down. We all got witnesses.
Right. Yeah. So that
Video
was
evidence.
my week. That was my fun-filled week between, like I said, getting fired, hit my wife in the face with the ball,
Getting
and then-
fired.
little kids' toys with inappropriate little kids' toys.
Yeah, they gotta learn about it somehow.
Right.
So
Oh shit! Did you guys see that? That like literally the worst play in baseball happened the other day.
I didn't know.
You didn't see it? Oh my god! It was
No.
Pittsburgh and the Cubs. So there's a guy on second, 2 outs. The guy hits the ball to third. The third baseman throws it over the first. So the guy on first, playing first base, was like 2 steps ahead, 2 steps from first base. All he could have done is step on it. Could have got him out, right? The guy runs at the runner that's running towards first base. Guy turns around and starts running back towards home. So he's like basically playing
Facing him.
pickleball. Yeah, just chasing him. All he had to do was step on second. I'm sorry. All he had to do was step on first. By this time, the guy who was on second runs all the way down to third and runs and slids into home. The guy tosses the ball to the catcher, misses the tag. Guy's safe at home. So the guy now there's no one at first base. So that guy runs down back to first base and slides, gets safe at first. They overthrow the ball. He gets back up, runs to second. They overthrow the ball again, and the guy stays at second. All he had to do was 2 outs was a step on the fucking bag. Like it was like the worst play ever.
It was like watching a little league game.
Oh, you're watching
Like
now? Mikey's face.
It was ridiculous.
Oh my god, what the fuck? What is happening? What?
It was like watching kids play baseball.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are pros? What
Right?
the
I know.
Yes.
That's Pittsburgh for you.
Wow.
Those guys make millions of dollars a year playing baseball.
Thank God I'm an Indians fan. Shit.
All he had to do was step on first. That's it. He was 2 steps. Like, why? Why? Why
The
That
best
leg.
was like the reaction from his teammates
all just
afterwards.
they're all
Fail.
dying laughing.
They were
Fail.
just dying
Fail.
laughing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
what
you
the
know
hell
shit
just
he
happened?
got. Whew.
And fucking insane. So, anything happened to you guys on this week?
Got a new cat.
Oh,
Saw a cat box back there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, little box right behind you.
Yep.
Nice shit
Yeah,
box.
I'm not sure where to put it yet.
Is it the
So,
old school
right
or
there.
did you get the robotic one?
Is it a real cat or is it a robotic cat?
It's a real cat.
No,
Yes.
the litter box.
Oh no, it's a real one. Yeah, I gotta self scoop that shit out. Yes. Man, what kind of money do you think I make?
Right?
What the fuck? I'm
Yeah, for
running
real.
No, I mean
a
they
robotic one.
they've been around for a while now. I
Fucking
figure
arms still
they ought to
work
be
good.
economically priced now, right?
Yeah.
No. It's like
It's
12 bucks
probably-
for that one, or like $250 for the one that scoops itself out.
Right. Exactly.
Like
mm,
like the fucking
I
the toilets
splurged
you
and
buy
spent
from-
25 on this bitch. It's got a lid that opens up a little wider, so you can get your whole arm in there.
Get elbow deep in it.
Did you get the
Right.
door? Did you get him some privacy? Does he have a door, or you leave it
No.
that shit wide open?
No, he doesn't
Yeah.
care yet.
You leave that shit
just
wide
sit there
open
and
so it
watch
looks
him.
at you, stares at you while he's shitting.
Right.
You're gonna clean this up in a
Go
minute.
clean it,
Don't-
motherfucker.
My dog would do that.
My wife brought a cat home once, and she hasn't done a goddamn thing for it since.
Do you have a? Oh, you do have a cat.
Yeah, she's right there.
She
Pukes on the
She's
floor all the
looking-
time.
Look at this little son of a bitch right there looking at me. You know?
Oh my cat.
What are you gonna do with the cat? What are you gonna do? I don't have a cat, so I guess anything.
No, I don't have a cat either.
I don't know. Other than that, I mean, the rest of my week I played softball and about pulled my hamstring. So
You're getting old.
pretty good week. Yeah.
Getting
Boy,
old.
I-
Oh,
sometimes I pull
man.
my hamstring climbing out of my car.
Oh.
Oh, after throwing those pitches, my arm was sore. By the way.
Right.
I was gonna ice my shit.
You sure it
That's
wasn't
the-
from your wife sitting there? You'll
yeah.
never throw a pitch again. You're sitting there wailing on that arm.
Chris
Bro.
is sitting there on the couch with ice on his shoulder, and Casey's sitting there with fucking ice on her nose.
There's no pamphlet of what it's like being married.
Bro, it was the first pitch.
First goddamn one.
Fucking pitch. Ugh.
Are you sure she didn't piss you off at some point earlier into the week and just let it slip a little bit?
It was that thing just
So what?
I felt bad.
Could you recreate the sound that it made when it hit skin?
The smack. I said it just it curved. I couldn't help it.
All right. So I've got a story. So, all right. So you just hurt your wife. I hurt my wife unintentionally. Well,
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I got back
where
in
this
our
is going.
apartment. Back in our apartment, I don't know. Like I got all jazzed up about something, and she said something, and I literally ran in there and drop kicked her against the wall.
What?
I left both feet, drop kicked her. We were just messing around. I drop kicked her. She was sitting there on the ground crying, her eyes out.
Oh my
And
god,
I
Mike.
felt like the worst human being ever in my entire life. Like
You probably should.
I couldn't believe I
Yeah.
did that. Like she was just messing around with me. We're just like play fighting. And I fucking drop kicked right in the chest.
Oh my god.
Do you
And
remember
now you're
that,
married.
Kylie? Yeah, she's over there shaking her head right
Yeah.
now, like motherfucker.
Of course she remembers it.
I shouldn't have brought that back up. Now it's brought back some nostalgia right there.
You were play fighting, right? Just make-
We were play fighting. We were
Okay.
play fighting, and I just like I don't know. It was just like I just fucking put her against the wall. She was so. I felt
what
so
part of your
bad, dude.
mind-
It about made me cry that I did that. Like I about fucking teared up. I'm like, I cuddled her the rest of the night. Like, are you serious?
I would hope
Why did I
so.
do that?
Jeez. At what point you're like, you know what? I'm gonna drop
That
kick
was a
her.
little
Drop
much.
kick her.
That was a little much. But you're right.
She just tried to give me a noogie. This bitch is gonna get drop kicked. At what point you're like, yeah, it's a good idea.
I like ran down the hall. I'm like,
You ran.
Like build up speed.
I'm not even kidding you. I didn't mean to do it that
It's
hard.
like-
Like open
Like-
the door and
like-
take a
like,
couple steps
wait.
back.
It's like ran backwards.
Like,
I'm
fucking
still
what's
surprised.
Ru-
I'm surprised she
what's-
said
what's-
yes when I asked her to marry me. Because
She's just plotting
I
revenge.
I thought that was a game ender right there. I was like, oh no, I killed my wife. Actually, she was my girlfriend then, but yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, that was
god.
not a good idea. Don't drop kick your wife.
Don't
I'm
drop kick you.
I'm surprised you didn't get up and
I knew
fucking
that.
sock you in the face after that. Like just wailed on
I
you.
knew that before you even told this story.
Yeah. That didn't take the story to the no. That's a no right there.
Anyway, have you guys, any of you else fucked your wife up? Tyler, Chris, or Kevin?
No.
No, not a bruise, not a bite, not a
You ever accidentally
not a
hurt your
nipple
kid?
nipple tweak that rubbed them
Nipple
wrong.
Oh yeah, dude. The other day I was playing soccer with the kids, and I decided to do like a full kick and straight up in chest. And they're like, and they fall on the ground, you know. He
Oh,
got back up, and I kicked it again and hit him in the fucking face, and he fucking fell over again. I'm like,
Yeah, can't be mad at you though. Like when you were at Chris's party, man, you were dadding it up. You lotioned every kid from head to toe, fed them snacks. Like, all right, now go play. My daughter took her shoes off. I'm like, peace. He's like, come here, baby. You need this.
the son stood no chance in those kids. Those kids were
Right.
lotioned up,
Right?
son blocker.
blocked. Ain't even given a chance.
Kevin's
was-
kids running around with a gun. He's worrying me a little bit. He was like-
It was Chris's gun.
Right.
You got toy guns everywhere.
Toy gun, yes, toy gun.
Toy gun. Had the red clip on the end.
It was green and orange.
Yes, make that known. It was not a real.
I don't know. After Mikey's story of drop kicking his wife, people might think differently of how this podcast goes. Might get some
Did you like
calls.
how
Right?
how when
Shit, the cops.
Carson got hurt and we were all sitting there trying to figure out whose son it was at first, listening for the cry.
That
Cohen.
was
Just figure
that
out
was
Cohen.
whose kid it was, or Cohen. Like that one's mine.
Yep.
How's his knees,
Like,
by the way? You all
what's
right?
what's the crack sound like? Yeah, he's
Right?
good. It took him a day.
Oh man, concrete burns.
He had to sleep in.
What
he
did
had to sleep
what
in
did he
shorts.
do? Did you
nights.
figure out what happened?
He scraped his knee on the
I
concrete.
think
he fell or
he
something.
was just
They were
running
chasing
and
each
I think
other.
fell. I
Yeah,
think he
they
just
were
tripped
all
over his
chasing
foot.
each other.
because one of his toes was kind of scraped up too. Something, and he just tripped over his foot.
Yep.
That's like
Fun. At least he didn't hit his face. Like, I'm really surprised he didn't hit his face.
so like
Been in trouble
went
for that
down.
one.
Right.
when that happened, you gotta like, you know how we all like listen for whose cry it was. You're like, oh sweet, it's not my kid. Awesome.
Right.
Get that relief, and then you get the one person it is. You're like, fuck, it's my kid.
Right. That's
God damn it. I gotta go deal with it now.
I love
Honestly,
how
I'm
they have
surprised
their
it
own
took that
cry.
long.
Your
from the
mom's
cry.
gonna kick my ass when we get home.
I gotta deal with that too when I get home.
Right. What happened? It was only a couple hours, really.
Don't ask me, you ask him, okay?
Right.
I was having fun.
I
with
was
the
just sitting
guys.
down
I
talking
wasn't
to the
paying
fellas.
Right. I was eating a piece of cake.
I
and
wasn't
this
even watching him.
motherfucker-
I didn't even know he was gone.
I didn't know. I didn't know it happened. That's the worst thing you could say.
I know.
Right.
He was out in the middle of the streets doing something.
Man, being a hood rat kid is doing hood rat things, man. This buddies.
Right.
Yeah.
There I was drinking beers with the fellas, and all of a sudden Jimmy starts crying in the corner.
Oh
Kids
man,
get hurt.
they do.
They bounce back.
They're durable.
Tell you what, like
Terrible.
we got him a bounce house for the party, and that was probably one of the best ideas for all those kids. But before all the kids got on, guess who got on? Dad got on.
Daddy.
Damn right.
Daddy broke that bitch in.
Dad jumped in there.
How sturdy are these walls?
Right. Doing some WWE moves, kids, right? Wrestling.
Even got the chin juice on it. Oh.
Comes to rock bottom. Yeah.
Full elbow in.
So like all the neighbor kids are looking out their windows, like, can we go there yet? I'm like, nope.
Nah, bitch. Just us. Exclusive.
You gotta watch me do it first.
Enjoy your slip and slide and your trampoline without a net. Little motherfucker.
It's so soft now.
You got to give your was that your neighbors when their kids? I don't know. I came outside from taking I think Presley to the bathroom, and I think it was when your neighbors was fucking dragging their kids off, and they're screaming, "I don't want to go home!" Yeah. And the mom's like, she's like, "We're what'd she say? We're never taking you anywhere again if you're gonna act like this." I'm like. Thankfully, I've never had to deal with that, but I feel for those parents, you know.
Right.
Oh, I'm that parent.
Anywhere again.
Right.
We had to kick. We went to that Fun in the Jungle in Sunbury. It's just like this big like indoor playground for kids.
Yeah.
This was a couple years ago, and we had to pull Cohen out of there because there's this little train you get on, and I don't know I can't remember if it pedals or what, and it just goes around this little track like underneath the jungle gym and everything.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do like one lap and then get off for another kid, and
Mhm.
well, he was by himself there for a little while, so he just kept going around and around. Well, then there started to become a line.
He's like,
So, and he wouldn't get off.
Nope.
He wouldn't get off.
I'm going to go another lap.
So like I had to pick him up and drag him out of that place under my arm.
That's the worst. Like when they're crying
Was-
and everybody's looking
was
at
I there
you,
for that?
you're like,
No.
Right. Just the babysitter.
Yeah, like that
It
shit's
looks
so
just
annoying.
like, nope.
they throw a tantrum. They throw like a tantrum on the ground.
Oh,
Everybody's you're just like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, boy.
Yeah, like I'm gonna
Wait till we get to the car.
I'm gonna crow hop this shit out of this rope if you don't stop.
those days are the worst.
Yeah.
It's like it's like after that, it's like, man, like I don't even want to take you anywhere. Like it's
Right?
just too exhausting to even go anywhere with. Like I go to the store, but I'm not taking you.
Yeah. Nowadays, I mean, you got too many kids to do it.
Right, you get to go to the store alone. You're just like, "Whoo, vacation!" Like, put the windows down, turn the music up.
Chris,
You're rolling into
is it any-
Kroger.
Is it anything like my house? Like when you're trying to go to the store, you like fucking you tiptoe and like slide around shit to try and get out of the house to go to the store by yourself
For me,
without kids going with you.
Oh, baby,
like
you're on the
fucking
period? Need
I'm
some
fucking
pads?
climbing on the ceiling and shit, trying to jump around the kids to get out, like without having to take any of them with me.
I have it fucking easy. The kids don't want to do shit with me. Mom's here. They don't give a shit where I'm at. They're like, I was, hey, one of you guys want to go with me? Nope. Staying here with mommy.
Damn.
Cool.
All right, going by myself. Yeah, we'll go to soccer. We'll go to like soccer games. Like sometimes we have to like drive separate or whatnot to time restraint. Every time I'll get off work, whatever. It's like when we're going home, like, you want to ride with me? Nope, ride with mom. All right.
Well, yeah. Right. Might even take the long way home.
Right. Windows
Maybe I had
down.
to go get gas.
Windows down.
Ain't nobody bitching, crying, sneezing on my shit.
Nothing.
Quit finger painting on my fucking window back there, goddammit.
God, I can't even remember the last time I cleaned my back windows. Like every time I do it, spit on it just to draw on it. Like God damn.
His disrespect is terrible.
They don't care.
They don't
No
do
respect.
Right.
Until you see my new seats. Oh, we see him.
Right.
That's my favorite.
It's like I don't
buy
Like
new
Daddy's
ones.
new car. Fuck
Like
this
money's
shit.
everywhere. You can buy
Yeah.
new ones.
like my wife drives the nice vehicle. She always has. I got like a fucking 16-year-old truck and a 18-year-old car. But I
Yeah.
don't let the kids eat in there. Like her car is so disgusting. It's got like
Oh.
Cheerios and like, just snacks all over the fucking place.
Mm.
And it's just a complete mess.
The
Dude, that's
not my
mysteries
car, though.
between the
My
seat.
car's like my vehicles are like
Needs to clean.
spotless.
Yeah.
They barely run, but they're spotless on the inside. Almost.
You should have an episode. What's between your seats in your car?
Ooh.
I'm not putting my hands down there.
Right.
Then you got to eat it.
Oh, God.
No.
So my cousin bought this used car, right? And she's cleaning this fucking thing, and she puts her hand under her seat to clean it, like, and she comes back up and she has a fucking fishing hook stuck through her finger.
Oh.
Yeah, she had to go to the hospital to get it fucking removed. Yeah.
Couldn't get it out?
And get tested.
No, yeah.
Fuck, that sucks.
Not a
Just
good
cleaning
deal.
her car because she bought a used car. She's just cleaning it and fucking fish hook.
It was a
through her finger.
used car?
Damn, they didn't
Yeah.
even detail that
Gross.
shit
You
out.
don't even know where that fucking fish hook came from.
I'm
I'll be
saying you
calling
want to
that
get
deal-
tested.
I'll be calling that dealership like, yo, you motherfuckers didn't clean this out.
I just got stuck with a fish hook.
Stuck with-
Lawsuit.
Right?
Dude,
I
right,
got stuck with
right
tetanus.
after I graduated high school, I was searching for a vehicle and I found this SUV that I wanted. Tyler, some of you might have heard this story. So we were at this used dealership in Delaware, and it was an Isuzu Rodeo, and
Nice.
we were going through it. Yeah, we were looking at it and we were going through it, and my parents were negotiating whatever because we were trying to offer them a little bit less than what they wanted for it. And my dad, like he does it. He reaches under the seat and pulls out. It was a pop can or like an energy drink can, but it had been flattened out on the top, bunch of holes poked in it, and there was some residue on it.
Nice.
My dad, he pulls this out and he was like, yeah, I think you'll take a little bit less for this vehicle.
Negotiating at its finest right there.
He was like, you guys apparently didn't clean this out very well. Like it
About
was
100
sitting
bucks
almost
for
in
this
plain
vehicle?
sight.
Right?
He was like,
Take-
it was sitting almost in plain sight.
Like you're gonna take a little bit less of this, and I get to keep the weed inside of that too as well.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the workers, to be honest. Right back there. I ain't got nothing to smoke out of.
That was funny shit
That's
though.
funny. I'll tell you, we recently bought some a DVD player for your car, but like they sit on the headrest. It was like 100 something
Okay.
bucks. Dude, best thing we ever bought. Those kids don't say a fucking word anymore when you're in the car. It is quiet. Like they don't sit there and annoy you.
What
You
do you
don't
just-
fight with each other. Dude,
Did
it's
you just
awesome.
go with the? You just do the headrest ones. You didn't do
Yeah,
the
well,
system thing.
We actually we tried to buy like a nicer one and see if they can install it at like Geek Squad or something. But because of her, she has like
Columbus
tubing and
Car
stuff on
Audio.
on the ceiling or whatever. They couldn't do it. And the guy like tried to say like, oh, you bring these back, we'll install it. Well, I'm like, if it's just for putting on the fucking seats, like the ones we got,
think I can
fucking
do
do-
it.
I can do that. You're going to see some wires though, but I mean, if that's all it is, I can fucking put it on there. So we did, but now we got to like figure out some way not to like ruin the top and have the wires stick up. But it's sweet because they got one for the front seat, one for the back seat, and they simultaneously play. And like, so they just got to agree on a movie, and that's obviously a nightmare. And
Right.
fight over that first, but no, like I said, once it does it, it's sweet. Like you just drive, I ain't gotta worry about no whining, no fighting. Half time they fall asleep watching it.
I just
Beautiful.
put the windows down and get the
Did
wind
you-
blowing and the music up.
You know,
What
I
you
know
say?
I,
What? Enjoy it. You're thirsty.
sent,
What?
I sent Kevin and Mike the new screen thing for the Xbox.
That
Yeah, I
looks
saw that.
See
sweet.
that?
Is that for
So,
the newest Xbox or ours?
I don't know. I think it's the old one. Isn't
it's
it?
from the
Is it S?
Xbox
It looked
One.
like the
I
the
hope so.
one?
yeah, I think so.
It was the white
hope
one,
so.
whatever I saw. But I used to have one for my GameCube. That was the best thing ever.
It was.
I
Dude,
bought that shit.
me and
for
Mike,
road trips.
I had one, and I had one for Mike had one for the
PlayStation.
Xbox,
And I had
one
the
for
Xbox.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went to Canada one time, and we were fucking sitting there in the backseat of the car playing
10-hour
Xbox, playing
trip.
Halo
10-hour trip playing fucking
on a
Halo
fucking
1.
little 2-inch screen.
No, it was 3 inches. It was a 3-inch screen. Don't get me wrong.
I used to do
I
that with my-
remember
Go ahead.
I remember the one that Tyler had. So back then, he had the PlayStation 2. We were like in we probably weren't even in high school. We were probably middle school.
Middle school, yeah.
So Tyler has, he saves up his money, gets his PlayStation 2, which is like $300. And then it was like $150 or $200 for the screen that he bought. Well, then he had to, which, it attached to the top. And then he had to get a power inverter. And then he had to get like an extension cord or power strip or something to fucking hook everything up. I stayed at his house one night and we went down to Target, from Delaware to Target, down to Polaris. In his dad's Civic, playing PlayStation in the back seat with this fucking like giant orange extension cord. Like,
But Tyler had a fucking
problem-
paper
honestly,
route,
I would
though.
probably
had
not
to
let
get
my
through.
kids do that. I'd probably be
Yeah.
like, you know what? It's a 20-minute drive. Fuck off. Like,
Tyler
I'm
at
not
like
spending
fucking
15
11
minutes
years old
hooking
had a
this
fucking
PlayStation up.
paper route though. Like he would get up fucking at like 5 a.m, fucking put plastic bags on like 200 fucking pieces of paper, like, and then bag them up with a rubber band, and then go out there and chuck them bitches every day.
He still did that when he got his driver's license. I used to
I
drive his car.
mowed lawns. I mowed
Yeah.
lawns.
I used to drive Tyler's car around the neighborhood while he jumped out and threw newspapers on people's doorsteps.
He found a
That's
more
like juniors
efficient
in
way
high
than
school.
using his bike.
Like 17 years old, and we're cruising around in a red Honda Civic. He jumps out with this big old vest thing that holds all the
Yeah.
papers.
I don't know if we talked about this once before, but I had
That's
a
one of the
job.
worst jobs ever.
My mom, my very first job was at Kroger's, and I didn't even turn in my application. My mom fucking put in my application for me. It's like, you're getting a job. Put it in for me. You start Monday.
She interviewed for you.
You start Monday. You show up. I was so pissed. Cause then you're like bagging groceries and people know you, and like all your buddies come in like, hey man, you wanna go do something? No. Gotta put the fucking groceries in. I'm here till 8. I mean, it's only like a 4-hour job. Being like 16, you can only work so much. But I fucking hated it. Just
Knew
stupid.
everybody. Everybody
Oh,
came in.
All my
Yeah,
friends.
I'm doing this now. You know.
Hey Ron, go play some ball. You want to come? Oh, you're bagging groceries, aren't you?
See you,
Yeah.
Chris.
So fun.
Hey, can you push these out to my car for me, please?
Right.
Thanks for the Mountain Dew and baseballs.
Right.
Bye.
And you're looking at them like, really? You want Magnum condoms? You're 16. Really?
Bitch, I watch you pee.
Magnums, huh? Are you guys using these? Sure you are. Okay.
Right. You use them as
Like, no,
water
you can't use
balloons.
my discount.
You ain't getting a discount. I ain't giving you no
You
discount.
get a discount.
Like $2 discount. Oh fuck, man. It was fun.
Did you guys see it? Ohio's on the top 10 for the UFO sightings.
What? Top
Yeah,
10? I haven't seen any.
Top 10. We're number 10, but we're top 10.
Still counts.
It's like, how does that work though? Can I just be like, yep, saw one.
Basically.
Yep, saw another one.
Yeah.
Cool, top 10.
Top 10. I don't know how they'd be legit, I guess. I mean,
How do you know if it's legit?
It is.
I never seen
Everything's legit
one.
now. I never looked up and tried to find one, but hey, man, the government's come out and said it's real, and everything with the government, and obviously everything the government says is real. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Everything
Of course.
government says is true.
Everything.
But, I mean, aliens are real, for sure.
They
I do
are.
believe that. I mean, out of the entire universe, we are the only ones here. The entire
Yeah,
universe.
you can't tell me.
Out of everything, we're the only living beings. Nah, come on. I've seen Star Wars.
Mikey, you're muted. There you
Oh,
go.
there we go. All right.
You were saying, sir.
Can't be the only ones. No.
Can't be.
No.
Now, you believe
Have you
Bigfoot?
seen-
You think Bigfoot's real?
Have you seen like a what is it, like a 17-year-old like Indian kid from India took like this amazing photos of the moon, and it almost looks like it has like water on it. Like it was like 12,000 frames per second or some shit like that, and he took like the most amazing photos. It was pretty cool looking.
But yet, like
But
all
you've
Bigfoot
never
photos
seen-
are like fucking blurred.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That was just some creepy ass fucking drunk hillbilly in the woods. Like he tried to find his way home from hunting. He been napping in the trees for about 3 days after that last trip.
I finally
Oh,
found it.
him? That's just Carl.
That's Carl. That's Carl.
That's
over there.
just Larry.
Which is insane because like think like they have cameras like that, but then every like footage you see of something like a bank robbery or some shit, it's like the blurriest shit there
The
too. Like,
blurriest video. Like,
Yeah.
What are we
Have you
doing?
seen this person? Like,
right?
maybe.
Hey, that might be me.
is that the Loch Ness
I don't know.
monster?
Goddamn Tree Freddy.
You'd been trying to take 350.
Tree Freddy out there. Oh shit. That's funny.
Ooh.
All right, what we
Just
got?
there was
We're at about an hour.
oh,
All right, good. Go ahead.
6 charged in connection to Kings Island fights.
There's been fights everywhere lately. Everybody gets
saw
back to
on the
normal,
news
and everybody's
here.
just slugging it out. 'Cause I guess like there's like a bunch of fights. A lot of the
Everybody thinks they
baseball
get away
games,
with shit now.
all the baseball games. Kings
Everything-
Island, you
Everybody
can't
thinks
go
they
there
get away
anymore.
with shit.
The only thing I heard about Kings Island is they're cutting their hours because they can't get enough people to work there.
Cedar Point is too. I saw a little bit ago. Actually, Kings Island's got like 600 open positions. 600.
They even pay you for an entire summer to live there. Like they pay your like rent and everything. Like you can live like a
Yeah.
fucking party ass campus.
I've heard some like crazy story. I've talked to a couple of those people before, like in line, and like, bro,
Oh, I
they're like,
bet.
a lot of times they're like, it's fucking terrible. Yeah,
Really?
it's not worth it. Yeah, but
I mean,
a lot of them,
disgusting.
they're like, a lot of them are like kids from abroad coming over here to
Yeah.
Mhm.
work, and
Yeah, they always show where they're from on their name
Yeah.
tag, like Yugoslavia.
That's probably why.
Ukraine,
they're like,
fucking Venezuela.
we'll pay them like $5 an hour. and let 'em stay here.
Enjoy your ride. Fuck, I hope you die.
He's like,
hope that
all it
bolt
takes
comes
is-
loose, asshole.
Well, he's like, all I gotta do is hit this one button and the eject button. I can fucking do it. I can do it. I can fucking do it.
You know, $5 an
Those
hour. I
rides have
gotta
eject
clean up
buttons.
this big ass lady's fucking poop and puke. God damn, we gotta close the ride down. Somebody
Right?
threw up.
I've
Mike, did you run the at Wyandotte Lake? Did you run rides or Kevin or
Kevin
did.
ran the rides. I did the
It was
games. at
terrible.
Wyandotte.
It wasn't bad, but
Kevin
it's like it's a
pulls
lot
lever.
of responsibility for a 17-year-old.
was it a carny
It was
ride?
more than just pulling a lever.
It was a roller
Lever,
coaster.
it was-
That white one, that
Oh.
Wyandotte Lake, that old
The
one,
wooden one?
Yeah, yeah. Kevin used to run that shit.
I did.
I hope you're like Joe Dirt style and you're like had your arm up,
Well, it was
Rubbing your-
scary. It was
rubbing your belly.
His armpit hair flowing in the wind.
so that ride. It's got like it had this big ass wooden handbrake. So you push a button and the ride goes. But when it comes in, you got to brake it with this handbrake. And if you don't do it right, it'll just keep fucking going.
They just keep going.
I'm sorry.
Just get
we did
another
that.
lap.
Stop it.
One more lap.
we did that once on accident. These people, they just shoot right through the front line of people waiting to get on. Ride just fucking blast through and keeps going. And like, it was me and this other dude. We just looked at each other. We're like, oh shit.
Turn it off. He's getting on the radio. All these people are getting sick. Just
They just keep fucking going.
I mean, that'd probably scare the piss out of you if you're on that ride. Like, you don't know what the fuck
You
just
don't-
happened.
right.
Better
The
jump off.
70-year-old Kevin sitting
You
there.
know?
Okay.
This lever's not working.
I think there was actually
That was
two
fucking
levers.
loud.
But then like the Ferris wheel, I always hated the Ferris wheel because the Ferris wheel you have to balance it. So like you put somebody on one side, then you have to rotate it, put somebody on the other side, then like rotate it 45 degrees and just put somebody there, and like you just have to balance it the whole way around, or it's gonna get off balance and fuck everything up. That one terrified me. Which luckily I never had to operate that.
Jeez.
I wish you
only did
had
that
a
for like 2
facial
weeks.
hair to explain this video.
You think
I
I
only did it
took
for like 2
training?
weeks.
Didn't even.
No, like I only worked there for like 2 weeks.
That's true.
And then I quit.
And then
Went
it's
to a
like,
golf
you know
course.
what? That's enough training. You got this right.
No, training was a day.
14 people.
I shit you not, training was like one day.
No wonder they had like what the High State Fair had those fucking deaths of like the loopy loop a couple years
Oh,
ago.
that's right.
Those people like I don't know. That might be those
That
are
was
fucking
like the
carnies, dude. They do that
octopus
shit for a
thing.
living. They're like born into that. Yeah, I did that one a lot. That one was pretty easy.
born into that.
They're born on the road when they're at the fucking carnivals or what?
Yeah.
Chester,
probably.
the toilet world is mine.
Martha's back there pumping out carny babies.
Yeah, just a giant fuck fest between them all.
Getting high on the helium in
Oh
the
my
back.
God. You guys see the new chick working the balloons?
Right.
She has all her teeth, man. All of them.
Not for long.
Oh, God.
I worked with a guy one time, and he worked at Columbus Zoo for a little bit. He was fucking watering, and he fell asleep in the truck, and he fucking flooded North America. The Columbus Zoo, like North America.
Yeah.
He forgot to he didn't wake up and fucking flooded North America.
Oh,
He
shit.
flooded it
Flooded it?
with a garden hose. What? How long was he asleep before somebody got it?
The
We
rhinos-
were at
the waters
a
up-
we were at a where was it, the Jimmy John's or something, and there were it was a Jersey Mike's, and there was some guy there, and he was like, oh, he was there for his retirement party, and you could tell it was Columbus Zoo because they got all kinds of shit. And we were like, you remember when North America flooded? And the guy started laughing, and he was like, yeah. And we were like, it was this guy right here.
Shut up.
Is that a fucking moose floating on a raft? What the fuck?
At least that guy knew why he got fired. I can't say the same for me.
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna get my stuff now. You know.
Yeah. He swims away. Sorry, we don't have a life raft for you. You're gonna have to make it back to your car.
My
At least
bad.
you got a good nap.
There's a fucking tiger waiting in the water.
Polar
there's any
bears in
tigers in
fucking
North
America.
Africa.
Good luck, buddy.
Oh my God.
Like the
Oh, fuck.
buffaloes and reindeers and shit.
Nice.
Reindeers just get up and fly away.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We just went to the zoo last week. So I got fired 2 days later, like, fucking go to the zoo. I ain't got nothing going on. What's good? Went to the zoo and like we walked around all fucking day. It was like we got there at 10, didn't leave till like fucking 3 or 4. Like, of course, I'm ready to be done. And Kaizen's like, I want to go ride the camels. I'm like,
I saw that picture of you on a camel.
Bro, all the way on the other fucking side of the map. We're like all the way It was Columbus Zoo. We were all the way like on like where the aquarium is, and the fucking camel rides. Complete opposite side of town.
Through
Another
the Echo.
300
the Echo
yards.
tunnel.
Yeah, I gotta go through all that. Anyways, Casey's like, well, we bought these wristbands. They're $10, and they can ride anything. Get our money's worth. Just take them over there. Fine. Take them both over there. Little ones. Kaizen rides it, and Ryler's like, wants to ride it too. I'm like, sweet, you both can ride it. I get up there, and the guy's like, well, how old are they? I'm like, this one's 5. Thinking like 5 has to, ride by himself. Oh, well, if anybody's 5 below, he has to have a parent ride. Motherfucker.
I gotta get on this camel.
Fine.
God damn.
Had to go get one. Kaizen rode it by himself, and then I get on. And of course, this is like the cheapest fucking vasectomy I've ever had to pay for, because like $7, and dude rode the damn I had to straddle the damn hump of the camel on the back of it. Every step you're just like balls are just hurting. Oh my god. We go all around. Of course, you don't just go once, you go around twice. All the way around. Kids loved it. I get off like holding my nuts, like, oh my god, that was terrible. Wife is laughing at me. She walks up, she had to go pee or whatever.
Oh. Of course she did. She was
All
smart.
right.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Chris, you got this.
Right.
Ain't no camel riding for me.
And then she got a ball hit in the face. So that might have been right.
Who's the winner?
Who's the winner?
Who really won this fight?
I don't know. Nuts or nose?
That's
Right?
right.
Oh, I'd be hurt. Oh my god. All right, you guys ready to close it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one thing real quick.
What you got?
Just real quick. I know Tyler and Mike probably haven't seen it, but Chris probably hasn't watched it yet. But the Friends reunion dropped on HBO Max yesterday.
Any
You guys
good?
ever watched Friends growing up? I enjoyed it. I actually watched it almost twice. I watched it down here by myself, and then Caitlin was watching it upstairs, so I sat there and watched the rest of it with her. It brings back a lot of memories.
Is it like watching
it's
Toy
like-
Story 4 or like Toy Story 3? Like,
No.
Part of it's like interview style. They're sitting out there. There's an audience. James Corden interviews them just about like their favorite part. Just ask them a bunch of questions about the show. They bring back a lot of like the guest stars that they had back then. Like
Who are
Tom
now,
Selleck
like,
made an
all
appearance.
famous, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Tom Selleck made an appearance. There's a couple others. He's just the most memorable one I remember.
I mean, if it was anything like the
And then
Fresh
part
Prince
of it-
one, because like that was, I like the Fresh Prince
I didn't
one.
watch the
And
Fresh Prince one.
that brought me to tears.
It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
James Avery.
But,
part was-
Then part of it's like they had the set all set up, and like that's where it started. They all walked on set, and part of it was like them rereading old lines, and it was really cool. What I thought was really cool, especially nowadays, like they had kind of some scenes from the very last episode, where like the very last scene, because a lot of that show was filmed in front of a live audience,
Right.
and the last episode was, and like as they all exited, like if you remember the last episode of the show, they all walked out of the apartment to leave.
Yep.
Well, then so they walked out and then the show was over, but then like they all walked back in, and they got a standing ovation from the audience and stuff. And if you remember, Paul Rudd was dating Phoebe in the show at the end of the show.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's actually Paul Rudd, who at the time was like almost a nobody.
Yeah.
Because this was I don't even remember what year it was. The show ended 90 or 2003 maybe.
Somewhere around there.
But
yeah.
Paul Rudd is sitting there in the front of like, because you have all the audience up in the up in their seats, and then there's a bunch of people standing on the floor, and Paul Rudd's sitting there with a video camera, recording them like bowing and stuff to the crowd. It was pretty cool.
Like I said, there's a lot of people who are now big names, like who were on that show as extras.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Witherspoon was on there. Julia Roberts was on there.
Oh,
Like it's kind of like I actually almost want to go back through and start watching some of those.
I think I've
Start
watched
watching that.
there's actually like a documentary about it all. It was like, excuse me, it was like behind the music, but movies or shows that we fell in love with, something like that. But
Yeah.
it goes on and it's really good too. So I think that was on Netflix as well.
Hmm.
Check it out.
I just read this article too that like at the beginning of the show, they were all making like $22,000 an episode. And like the last 2 seasons, they were each banking in.
God,
Right.
what?
Well-
I'm about to spit my beer out.
Well, going from
At
22,000 to
the
fucking
last
like
two
how
se-
many? A million, couple mil.
They're each making $1 million an episode the last 2 seasons, and they're still
shit.
banking, like they're still making a shitload of money off this.
Yeah,
like
fucking
Netflix.
remakes.
Netflix paid $100 million to air that show for 5 years, which ended last year. HBO, it's on HBO now, I think, right?
Maybe.
HBO paid like $435 million
Oh my
to
god.
carry the reruns. They're making bank off of the reruns of that show.
Must
Those
be
cast
nice.
members are.
So, what was your guys'
oh, go ahead.
favorite show? Like that got canceled back in the day, like an old sitcom. Mine was Seinfeld, or not canceled, but like ended. But Seinfeld was my
They
favorite.
all ran their course. They all ran their course.
Yeah, Seinfeld was my number one. What was your guys?
Saved by the Bell or Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince's last episode was tough, and so
Mine
was
might have been,
Boy Meets World.
That's what I was gonna say. Boy Meets World.
Mr.
That was
Phoenix
probably one of my
saying
top.
the class dismissed.
There's a
and
lot
it's
of good ones.
just
It's hard to pick a favorite. Because I was an avid Friends watcher. Boy Meets
Yeah.
World, I watched every episode every week. Fresh Prince, I did too. I'm sure there's more out there I just can't think of right now, but those are ones they've kind of brought back a little bit over recent years, so they're easier to
Mhm.
remember. It's kind of crazy, like to think of all, especially if you see them somewhere, all these shows that like you maybe even didn't even realize were canceled.
yeah,
It's like
Right.
you watched the shit out of them while they were on TV, and then like they never came back
you stopped.
in the
Right.
fall or whatever, and like you
Happened
didn't
to
even
that.
realize it.
Right.
Full House.
Nothing like that now
Yeah,
on
I didn't
TV.
like
It's
Full
like
House. Never was.
It
watched
was
it. It was
okay.
on.
It wasn't really one of my favorites.
Was that with the Olsen twins or whatever?
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Jesse. And the Rippers.
Dude, that was our dodgeball. That was so much fun. I miss that. Everybody loved their name too. Uncle Jesse and the Rippers. We had our shirts with John Stamos on them.
Those t-shirts were amazing.
Oh yeah,
Classic.
classics. All right, we're going in this. We're going like an hour and some change now. Damn, hour and 15. Got some editing.
Damn.
Anyways, all right. Appreciate everybody listening. This is C Average Podcast. Everybody go check out Villain. I keep forgetting to tell about that. Villain.com. Go get you some shirts. Use promo code average. Check out. You get 15% off the total purchase of everything. Helps kids in need as well. So do that. Like, subscribe, comment, everything on there. For me, Kris Webb, Tyler Thomas, Kevin Sire, and the Mikey Shad. Did you do Shocker?
Shaka, bro.
You did do Shocker.
I don't know. I just kind of like threw up a.
Yeah, Shocker,
But
bro.
the ring finger didn't make it up. So.
Give a nice Shaka, brah.
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Oh my God.
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack
All right.
alive.
Woo!
Woo!
Diamond Dallas Page.
There we go. All right. We love you guys. We're out of here. Wolfpack.
Peace. Wolfpack.
Suck it.
Peace.
Suck it.